Hey guys, welcome back to a tarot tale. I hope you're doing really well as always. Thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. This is going to be another pick a card style reading. I'm going to do 4 piles today and I have these stones for you guys to choose from. This is going to be a twin flame specific reading. Obviously, if you're unsure if you're on a twin flame journey or you just feel like this reading sort of called and resonated with you, you can definitely watch it. This is going to be like, how is your twin flame going at the moment? Keep in mind your twin flame is you, but obviously you can go through similar things, but they can look differently. They can look different in the 3D world. So we're going to see how this person is doing, and then we'll get like a love, inspired sort of message from them to you. All right, so this is going to be for pile number 1. This is going to be for pile number 2. This is going to be for pile number 3. And this is going to be for pile number 4. So think about your twin flame, and we're going to get stuck in for pile number 1. Let's see how your twin flame is doing at this particular time. So we've got here strengthening bonds. Beautiful. So at the moment, they're trying to make the relationships that they have with the people in their life, including themselves, which will then benefit their connection with you. They're trying to make those bonds stronger. They're trying to deepen them. They're trying to make them a lot more stable. So they're really trying to, build on their self-love. So definitely if that's something you've been working on, I know it's something everybody, I feel like, should be working on, or it would benefit them. But that doesn't mean everybody is. If you are working on this at the moment, then this is just a really good confirmation that definitely if you have been doing that, that could definitely be, it would be affecting your other half. So they're strengthening with the bonds around them. I feel like they're strengthening their bonds with, their family, friends, themselves, nature, everything they care about. They're in a place in their life where they want to be really connected to the things around them. They want to be connected to the life that they're living. So they're just working on these bonds at the moment, these relationships. They're wanting to build them up to be stronger. They're wanting them to be stable. They're not wanting connections that sort of come and go, that are unstable. They don't want people in their life that are unreliable. So that's something that they're working on at the moment. I feel like they're definitely putting themselves first a lot more. Wow. We've got here manifest. So they're working on manifesting the life that they want. And I feel like with this, blue and red sort of energy here, it's like they're balancing out that yin and yang energy. The yin and the yang, but also, the hot and cold sort of energy, the up and down, sort of moods. I feel like, it's like almost like temperance, like they're trying to temper their own energy. They're also trying to use all the resources around them to try to manifest. So you could be even trying to sort of manifest a lot of things in your life at the moment, things that you desire. Maybe you're desiring, to be closer to yourself, to deepen the bond with yourself, which will then in turn deepen the bond with your twin flame. And it's like that is drawing them closer to you. I feel like it is helping them to, come closer to you. Like it's helping you manifest them. Obviously, I don't just believe you can manifest your twin flame without doing the work. It is different to soulmate, karmic, or just anybody else, any other label. But definitely the things that you do will affect your other half, obviously. So they're manifesting things at the moment. We've got number 1 on this card and number 1 on this card as well. So definitely if you've been seeing 1s, 111, stuff like that, you can definitely look that up. But I feel like it's that they're trying to think about number 1. They're finally thinking about themselves for the first time. That could be something you've been doing. Maybe you've been thinking about this connection and other connections for so long, putting all these other people first, but now you're finally thinking about you. You're manifesting the things that you want into your life. It's like you realize that that's something that you have to do to attract, what you want into your life. And this person's doing the same. They're manifesting things and they're strengthening the bonds. So this person is in a pretty good place. at this particular time. Like that's pretty good energy to me. They have a good level of awareness. Let's see, how else are they doing? Okay, I feel like no other cards want to come through from this deck. So I'm going to get another oracle. Let's see, how are they doing? How are they doing? I feel like that card wanted to sort of slide back into the deck. Let's see. Mending, wow. So especially with strengthening bonds and mending, they're trying to mend the connections. I feel like they're trying to work on mending this connection with you, even if it's something that you can't see at this particular time. It's one of those things behind the scenes that they're manifesting, they're working on. They could be thinking about how to strengthen the bond with you. I feel like this connection may sort of seem deceiving to you. Like you may feel like your twin flame in the physical isn't showing you anything. And I feel like that's because they're doing that inner work. So probably what they're showing on the outside probably isn't that much. They're trying to mend, you know, some could be even mending connections with, you know, family, like a parent, a sibling, a friend, childhood wounds. They're doing a lot of deep mending at the moment. They're thinking about mending things with you. They're wanting to mend that. I feel like they're committed to working on themselves and this twin flame connection. Even if they don't see it as a twin flame connection, they know that you are the person that they want. They know that you are their person. They want to manifest this. They're very committed to making this happen. So behind the scenes, they're trying to mend the bonds. I feel like, honestly, they're trying to mend connections with anybody, maybe that they're not in a good place with at this particular time. This is somebody that they want to be in a good place with other people, like at this point in time. It's like they're thinking about their life, that they're getting older. They're thinking about, who am I connected to? Who's my person? Who are my people? They don't want to be on bad terms with anyone, I'm feeling. So how are they doing? Release. Yeah, so I feel like at the moment they're trying to release anything that doesn't serve them at this time. Maybe if you and them sort of have had a bit of toxicity, you know, arguing, fighting back and forth, things like that, they do want to strengthen those bonds, but that may call for a temporary release, so you'll know if this applies to you or not. They're just trying to let go of anything that doesn't serve them. I feel like I'm getting with this person, maybe they had a bit of a more immaturity in the past. They would have friends that would be a bit immature, not treat other people very well. They sort of just had dickhead friends, sort of basically. But now I feel like they're trying to release that. They only want to be around people that are sort of, you know, aiding their growth and that are actually going to be good for them. Yes, this person is definitely ascending. So they're trying to strengthen bonds. They're looking at bonds that they could strengthen, ways that they could actually change their behavior to then benefit connections. They're manifesting, mending, they're releasing, and in doing that, they're ascending. So I feel like you're on the path to ascending with your twin flame. I feel like you're both doing the work. What you're doing is affecting them. What they do is also affecting you because you're one. So they're ascending to a higher level of commitment. There's a lot of learning, there's a lot of growth. I feel like there's not as much ego with this person anymore. They've really sort of let go a lot of that. I feel like they may have been sort of fixated on just passion and physical connections in the past, and now it's like they want something deeper. That's why maybe if you're not in contact with them at the moment, they've sort of been thinking about mending this connection. Once they let go of all of the crap, then they sort of think, wow, who did I have a genuine connection with that was just more than the physical? And then they think about you. Abandoned. So they do have to release some issues of abandonment. They could feel, you know, maybe abandoned by you, or just feel that cold sort of bittersweet energy at the moment while they're sort of working on themselves. if you sort of aren't talking to them or you sort of shut them out, they could feel abandoned or you feel abandoned by them. But more so, I'm getting maybe with this person, it's like with a mother figure in particular that they feel abandoned by. They do have issues with feeling abandoned by people. And that's why I feel like mending is coming up, and it's like they don't want to be on bad terms with anyone. It's like they need to mend this abandonment sort of wounds because they feel like maybe if they don't sort of please everyone around them, that people are going to leave them. So feelings of abandonment are definitely something that they struggle with and something that they're working on at this particular point in time. All right, so I'm going to get a message from them to you. Seeing what cards I want to get. I'm going to use the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. See what they want you to know. What do they want to say to you? We've got here, I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. It's like they want you to know that they're realizing the bond now. Like I said, once they've sort of let go of toxic friends, working on abandonment issues, letting go of things that aren't serving them, all the chaos in their life, and then they're quietening their mind and they're sort of seeing what's left. They're realizing that you are there. It's like they're feeling your energy now, that they've really started to work on things. And I feel like it's partly that they're getting older, so it's like they don't want just surface level connections, and they want you to know that the way that they feel about you isn't a way that they've ever felt before about anyone. And that's why I feel like they are committed to strengthening this bond with you, because they know they're not going to find this bond anywhere else. They're not going to feel this connection with anybody else. And I feel they want to deepen things to really see where it goes, because they're sort of, I feel like they're almost confused in a way about sort of how they feel and really what this connection is. Going to get one more message from this deck for what they want to say to you. What do they want to say to you right now? What else do they want to say to you? Yeah, so we've got here, it really was me, not you. So I honestly feel with this person, it was just more immaturity. I feel like they chose other people over you, especially friends I'm getting. Like, this is somebody that just really had that loyalty to their friends. You know, I feel like maybe if their friends sort of said things about you, they didn't really defend you. They had that sort of, you know, immaturity. They didn't have that empathy to feel and think what other people are feeling. They're a little bit ignorant sort of in that way. And they want you to know that it really was them. Like when some people say, oh, it's not you, it's me. It's like they want you to know it really was them. Like they know it was their issues. And now that they're growing and naturally just getting older, they see a lot of things differently. They see people's intentions more easily. Maybe they realize that, you know, it's like they know and see the intentions of people around them, like their friends and people that they surrounded themselves with, that those people didn't have their best interest. It's like I feel they were very loyal to their friends, so they sort of would just, they wouldn't really think about it. Like they wouldn't really second guess or really think about whether their friends sort of had their back. They just assumed that they did, and now they're sort of seeing that they didn't. It's like they just sort of went along with things. But yeah, it's like they've grown up a lot more now, and yeah, they want you to know that they really see this for what it is, and they were the ones with the problem. It was nothing to do with you, you know, not being good enough. It's like they're seeing and feeling now this is something that they have never felt before. And I feel there is an element of regret for the things that they allowed to, you know, really go on in this connection. So thanks so much for watching for pile number 1. Let me know if it resonated, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, welcome for pile number 2. Let's see how your twin flame is doing. And then later we'll get a message from them to you. So let's see, how are they doing? Okay, so we've got here the Empress. So I feel like they're in an energy of creation. They're in an energy of creating things. This is a very nurturing sort of energy. It, you know, is a motherly sort of energy, somebody who gives life to things, including a child. So that could resonate for some of you if you know that, you know, your twin flame, you know, is pregnant or does have a child. They're really in that nurturing energy. I feel for others, it could be they do something to do with children, like they're a nanny or a childcare worker or something like that, or they're just trying to really sort of breathe new life into everything around them, their connections, their work, their passions. They're feeling very connected to nature. This person is just feeling sort of very abundant. I feel like they've got their finances and everything in order, and they're feeling really good about themselves. I feel like this person has a lot of self-love. I feel like this person takes really good care of themselves, how they look, the way they dress, they do their hair, stuff like that. But it's like, strip that all away, they do really see their worth as a person. So I feel like they're sort of doing pretty well. I'd say that they're in their power. We do have the Seven of Swords though, so I feel like this is something that you may not know or you may not be seeing at this particular time. I feel like these are thoughts that they're keeping to themselves. They're not really sort of sharing with anybody, so it's something that you may really not be seeing. I feel like if you are a divine feminine, then they definitely could be thinking about you and wanting to breathe new life into this connection, but it's something that they're not telling you. So they may be confident and in their power, but for whatever reason, it's like they're not showing that. Like maybe you feel this person's not doing very well, or you just sort of see them and you can read between the lines and you feel like it's a bit of an act, like it's sort of a little bit fake. And that's because they are being a bit, you know, sort of deceptive about it, which is a strange sort of energy. Like when I pulled the first card, I wasn't feeling that sort of energy at all. So that's quite interesting, actually. It's like they don't want people to know how well that they're doing for some reason. Let's see how else they're doing. We do have the Ten of Cups. So obviously only take this if it resonates, but it could be that this person is in another connection. This is, the Ten of Cups is a card of, you know, emotional fulfillment, being very happy, having a life that you're happy with. You know, it's associated, as you can see in this card, with the family and kids, or family and, you know, pets, you know, a higher level commitment. So, you know, marriage, or definitely a strong commitment. For some of you, it could also be that they, I feel like they may not want you to know sort of how they feel about you because they're planning something. The Seven of Swords can be deception in terms of deceiving you about their feelings. They may be good feelings that they have. They may have some kind of plan. I feel like for those people where it's like they say may want to propose to you or start a family with you, I feel like that's only if you're in communication with them. So if you're in communication with them, then I feel like they could be planning something, wanting to have a family with you. They see you as their ultimate happiness. If you're not in communication with them at this particular time, then I do feel like they could be happy either in their own life or happy, you know, in another connection. And that's why they don't want you to know. Maybe they don't want to show you that they're happy in another connection, because it's like they don't want to rub it in your face. They actually genuinely care about you and they don't want you to feel bad. They don't want you to feel hurt. All right, let's see how else they're feeling though. Let's see what else comes through. We do have helpless and hopeless though. So I was getting quite a strong sort of good energy, but since the Seven of Swords has come out, it has sort of put you know, a little bit of a shadow on that. I feel like they've manifested a lot of good things, but I feel like with helpless and hopeless, it's like they don't feel like they can manifest you. It could also be, I'm getting now, that they could be wanting to create sort of more abundance in their life, and they're being deceiving in the sense that they're making out that they are happy. I still think that they could be, for a lot of you, with someone else, but it's like they're making out like they're very happy and, you know, they don't want you to be hurt by that. But I actually don't think that it's fully true. I don't think it's fully true, because we've got helpless and hopeless. So they're feeling that something is hopeless, or even if, you know, they have some level of happiness elsewhere or just in their own life, they definitely feel hopeless in regards to this connection. I feel for some of you, they do see you as their happy ending, and they sort of just have not been telling you this. It's like they've really just kept things hidden. I feel for some it's because they don't feel they could give you marriage and a family, that sort of home life. They don't feel that they're good enough. There's a bit of, you know, a lack of self-worth here. So feeling helpless and hopeless, definitely if you're feeling sort of that hopeless or helpless energy in regards to manifesting anything in your life, or maybe you feel like you're never going to mend the connection with your twin flame, that's definitely something that you need to look at, you know, within. Looking at doing that healing, thinking, why do you feel things are helpless and hopeless? Like, why do you feel helpless? What sort of, in what ways do you feel like you fall short in your own life? Because I feel like that confidence in you really needs to be, you know, built up. So because this is a general reading, that's why I do get a few messages here. But we do have number 6, love. So I feel like regardless of whether they're with someone, they're not with somebody, whatever, this person is definitely feeling nostalgic about you. They definitely want a partnership with you, or you've been in a relationship with them before, and they're thinking about that. They feel like it's hopeless in terms of getting this back. For some, you could actually be with someone else. If you're the divine feminine, they could be hiding how they feel towards you because you have a family and are with somebody else. So they feel like they're never going to manifest this, but this is actually what they really want. So they're doing well in some ways. It's like they're trying to bring a lot of new energy and sort of creative projects and things into their life. It's not like they're completely just, you know, at home doing nothing, like crying all day long, but there is something that is lacking in their life, and I feel like that's you. So definitely think if there's any aspects of your life or personality that you feel like are falling short or lacking, because it's almost like this person wants that deep love, partnership, connection with you, but it's like they almost like they can't get to you. So maybe you guys have some kind of blocks. Maybe you tell yourself like you're never going to have a love like this, an amazing love. You're never going to find somebody. Try to think of things that you're thinking like that could potentially be blocking the connection. Going to get a couple of messages from them to you. Let's get a couple of messages. What do they want to say? We've got here, your beauty still moves me. So yeah, I feel like when it says still, I feel like you were in a relationship with this person, now you're not. And I'm more so getting now that you're with someone else, or you have been with somebody else. Maybe they feel like too much time has passed and now it's like they don't know how to get this into their life. They're like, yeah, I'm helpless to change. nothing I do is going to fix this. But it's like they see you and they think about you and this, beautiful energy that you have. I feel like you're both quite nurturing, very affectionate people, and I feel like they miss this about you. They miss being in a relationship with you. But I feel more than anything, this is more physical only for the fact that I feel like you probably aren't in communication with this particular person right now. So when they say beauty, I feel like they're seeing you physically. They're just looking at you, the way you do your hair, your eyes, the way you dress. But that is making them think about when they did, date you and spend time with you. And it is making them think about you as a whole, just like how beautiful you are as a person. Let's get one more message for how are they feeling. And we've got here, your words linger in my mind. So things that you've said to this person in the past, they can't stop thinking about them. It's like you could be sitting there just chilling, sort of not doing much, and something pops into your head randomly. And for them, it's like it's often things that you have said to them. You may have said some really, sweet, beautiful things to them, express the way that you feel. And it's like these words really linger in their mind. Maybe it's like nobody else is as loving and nurturing as you. Nobody else has really said anything this nice to this person. I'm sort of getting, it's like maybe this person hasn't had anyone that's really cared about them that much, and I feel like maybe you sort of think you haven't had anything as good as what you have with this person, and maybe you feel you'll never get that again. So that could definitely be something for you guys to work on. Let me know if this resonated, if you like the reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye. All right, welcome for pile number 3. Let's see how your twin flame is doing, and then we'll get a message from them to you at the end. All right, so let's see how your twin flame is doing. I'm not going to do reversals today. How are they doing? We've got here the 10 of Cups. So we'll see what other cards follow through after this. But the 10 of Cups is either they're thinking about their happy ending, the person that's going to put all their cups lined up in a row, that's going to fulfill them emotionally, who is going to make them the most happy, or it's that they have this at present. It's that they already know who ticks all the boxes for them, or they're already, happily with somebody, either just dating someone or married or have a family or living together, just some kind of long-term commitment. I feel like when it comes to, this person could date a lot of people, but when it comes to long-term commitments, they'll only be loyal to one person long-term, and they know who that person is or who has the potential to be that person. So how are they doing? So we've got here the 7 of Wands. So I'm feeling like this person isn't with that person right now, but they know who that person is. So that could be good news for some of you guys. I feel like with this, it's the 7 of Wands is somebody that's really determined. They're really determined to make this happen. They're really determined to, this person, is quite sassy, is quite confident, can be really blunt. Like this person will really tell somebody what they think. This is a very honest person, but I feel like they sort of do have their guard up a little bit. I feel like it's like they're sort of ready to fight anybody who comes in between, them and their love. So they're willing to fight for this 10 of Cups. They're willing to fight for this particular person. I'm feeling like that is you, the viewer, their twin flame. So I'm getting with this group that I feel like they've known for a long time. It's like you may have spent time with them, had a casual relationship, short-term, long-term, whatever it is. But deep down, it's like they always think and they always know that it's like you and them will be together eventually. They've always known that. They've always had that awareness there. They know that it's like you were their person. If they were with you for life, they would be extremely happy. It could also be they seem a little bit defensive. It could be um, they just have a little bit of pride and they don't even know how to sort of admit this. But I feel like they're honest in the sense that this person hasn't said to you, you know, I don't care about you or anything like that. It's just they're working on making this happen. The fight is within them. It's like they have that fire in their belly. When they want something, they will go after it. But obviously, you know, nobody's perfect. There is some defensiveness there. Maybe they have a hard time sort of admitting, you know, when they're wrong and things like that. Yeah, so we do have the Six of Swords. So this is sort of about moving away, I feel, from things that don't serve you, especially negative thoughts. I feel like with this, I feel like this person left you, they stopped talking to you. They may have made out like, you know, we were going to be together forever and then it didn't happen. And I feel like that's where the defensive energy is coming from, because this came out straight after. I feel like this person moved away from you. They might have said, it's too much. The energy is too full on. They've moved away into a better headspace. I feel like they were probably like, this is doing my head in. I can't keep doing this anymore. And that's why they're partly defensive in admitting, you know, that they were wrong. It's like they know that you might have said to them, look, we're going to end up together. We're right for each other. And they were like, you know, yeah, whatever. Like, they didn't want to admit it, but it's like they know it. Let's see how else they're doing. I'm feeling both of these cards. Action. So we do have this person is feeling though that they are ready to take action, and I was getting that a bit with the Seven of Wands. I didn't know when exactly, but this is telling me it could be fairly soon for a lot of you, that this person, you know, when they want something, they do go after it. They're quite strong. They don't care if someone else is interested in you and they're interested in you. That's not going to stop them. They want to get what they want, basically. So they're in a position of thinking, how am I going to take action? How can I come back to this person? They may be thinking you might be defensive towards them because they're the one that has sort of left you. I feel like things sort of ended with a bang between the two of you, but there was sort of this intense electricity that when it sort of ended, you both sort of felt like your life was just over. Like you weren't going to get this feeling again. We've got here Muse. So this person is feeling, I feel like they're using you as their muse and they're feeling extremely inspired. I feel like they see you as somebody that helps them get in a really creative space. You help them think of new ideas. You're somebody that you keep their life from, you know, being mundane. I feel like you have like a lot of fun together. Things are very, you know, interesting. Things are very interesting when you two are together. I feel like you're both like quite quirky people. I feel like you joke a lot and have a lot of fun. So yeah, we've got Divine Feminine. So this is potentially Divine Masculine. This person wants their Divine Feminine. They want to be in union with you at this particular time. They could also be getting in their feminine energy, and that's why they want to, you know, reconcile. I feel like this person is probably a fire sign and they're quite dominant, and being in their receptive energy, their feelings is, it's not second nature to them. Like it's something that they find a lot more difficult. So I feel like this person is, they're seeing you, they're recognizing you, they feel like you compliment them. I feel like they may not sort of know what, you know, a twin flame connection means, but it's like they just know that you and them were always going to come together. They know the way they feel about you is indescribable. and they're wanting to connect with you. They're feeling your divine feminine energy. So if you're in your power at this particular time, you're really in the receptive energy. You're not chasing them. You're loving yourself. You're in that, goddess energy. You're doing what makes you happy. They're really feeling this. So definitely keep doing what you're doing. Hidden Truth Oracle cards. Let's get some love messages from them to you. What do they want to say? Wow, yes. So we've got here, I love you unconditionally. So yeah, they always knew it was going to be the two of you. It's like no matter who they've been with, what they've done in their life, the love that they have for you goes beyond anything they've ever felt. It's unconditional. It doesn't matter what you say, what you do, how long you go without speaking. This person is always going to love you on such a deep level. And they want you to know that. It's like they want you to know that they still love you, but not only that, that love, surpasses, everything and anything. It's very much a love conquers all, I feel like, with this group. The feelings they have for you are so strong. It's like they see their life in the future and it's not with anyone but you. It's like maybe they've dated other people, like I said, but it's like they might seem like they feel a lot for that person, but it's just sort of like child's play, like in the sense that they're like, when I get married and have like a higher level commitment, it's only going to be with my divine feminine. It's not going to be with anyone else. When it comes to really committing for life, it's like they're not going to settle for anything less than you. So this energy is very intense energy. What else do they want to say to you? Nothing coming up with this deck. I'll get one more deck. Anything else they want to say to you? Sometimes when not a lot of other cards really stand out, I feel like it's because they've already said everything sort of that they want to say. It's like loving you unconditionally, you can't really get much clearer than that. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I said anyway. It's like they know they're not going to find this connection anywhere else. They want you to know that the bond with you is extremely special. They do value it. They never stop thinking about it. It's always really close to their heart, even if they're not sort of in check with their feelings all the time. They are very sort of action-orientated, goal-orientated. I feel like this person may have a business. They're quite strong-minded and they do a lot of things in the material world. But when it comes down to it, it's like they know this very strongly. They know this very, very strongly. This person doesn't have any confusion as to who they're supposed to be with. They may not think of you as their, quote, divine feminine, but they know that you are the person that really completes them. So thanks so much for watching for pile number 3. Let me know if you feel this resonates with you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. All right, welcome lucky last for pile number 4. Let's see how your twin flame is currently doing, and then we'll get some messages from them to you. So let's see, how is your twin flame doing? How are they doing? Balance. So I feel like they're trying to come into balance right now. They're trying to balance their head and their heart. Maybe their head is telling them one thing and their heart's telling them something else. So try to make sure as the viewer, because you are one with them, make sure you feel very balanced. Make sure that your feminine and masculine energies are balanced. You are, giving and receiving equally. You're out enjoying life and experiencing things, but you're also doing self-care, taking the time to rest, and, just really balancing those energies within yourself. Because if you have any part of you that is unclear, you don't even know if this is your twin flame, you're just one day you're happy, the next day you're not, you don't understand why, you don't know how to fix it, that's going to affect them coming into balance as well, because they want to come into balance. This is somebody that I feel like it's like you've chosen to find your divine counterpart, you want to connect with them, you feel that this is them, but it's like you're not trusting it fully. It's like your head's telling you one thing and your heart's telling you something else. So I feel like they're sort of reflecting that. I do feel like they feel a closeness with you. Like you do complement each other when you're together. It's like, when you're not with someone, you're like, oh, I don't know how they feel about me or how I feel about them. But as soon as you see them, it's like your heart sinks. You look into their eyes. It's like that deep soul connection, that that complementary energy. It's like so peaceful. You have no doubt in your mind, and it's like they look at you and know as well. It's like, I feel like it's one of those connections that you can, deny it until the cows come home when you're not with them. But when you see each other, you know it, and this person can't deny that. So they're trying to get into balance. You may be also trying to get into balance as well. So yeah, so we do have helpless and hopeless. So especially if you guys are feeling that, please, try and trust me that will make a difference. If you're feeling like this connection is hopeless, you feel helpless to change it, to change your life, to manifest anything, this person is reflecting that, but in a different way. So it may be noticeable to you. You may have been feeling a bit down lately. Then you may see them and think, oh, they seem really happy. They don't care. But actually, they feel that helpless and hopeless energy too. It just looks differently. They just may not be showing it on the outside. They may just be feeling that, late at night when they're alone, they're tapping into this energy. I'm getting it's like they're feeling like something is missing in their life, and you're feeling like that as well, and that's stopping the two of you from connecting. So there's a bit of sort of, heaviness. There's a need to go after what you want, to manifest things, and then there's a need to just stop and let those things come to you. I feel like there is sort of a pull and push dynamic happening at this particular time, and it's like, you both can't be sort of pushing and pulling. You have to be able to come in and meet in the middle. So definitely something to think about. And we've got here solar plexus chakra number 3. So number 3 could be relevant to you if you look it up. Also solar plexus chakra, doing a healing, doing a meditation, that could be beneficial. So the solar plexus is like around your like belly button and stomach area. So this is to do with self-esteem. It's also to do with, really being in your power, being confident about who you are, being confident about what you want. It's not that, my head's saying this is real, my heart's saying it's not, I don't know if I can have this, I don't know if I'll ever manifest this. It's not being in a state of lack, and I feel like you both have that low self-esteem or low self-confidence, and it's just reflecting in different ways. So definitely really your person can lack confidence, and I feel you can as well, but obviously you can control what you're doing from your half of the soul, your half of the connection. Obviously you're one. They may or may not work on this. You definitely can consciously work on this, the viewer. You can definitely work on your confidence, realize why you're not confident, if anything needs to be healed. Standing in your power, feeling like you're confident, you are enough, you have everything you need, you can do things as much as the next person. You don't need anyone else to complete you, to make you feel good. You can do that on your own. I feel like surrounding yourself with gold may help you feel good as well. Doing a meditation, focusing on the solar plexus chakra, area in your stomach or in your belly button. Picture like a yellow or sort of golden light, just really consuming that whole sort of area. Just imagine what it would feel like if you were confident, and just get used to that feeling. Feel into it, feel it real. Because this person's feeling it as well. A bit of a lack of balance, feeling helpless and hopeless, a little bit down. Your solar plexus is your powerhouse. If you don't feel strong in that way, you're going to find it hard to attract anything and to, be happy, in your life. I'm feeling drawn to do some twin flame shadows. I'm going to get a shadow what is stopping your counterpart from coming into union with you, and what's stopping you coming into union with them. So let's see what's stopping them. What are they struggling with right now? Invading. So I feel like what they're struggling with now is invading thoughts. I feel like they have some negative thoughts. Thoughts invade their mind. Just patterns of negativity. Like, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I also feel with invading, it's like they may sort of invade people's privacy. They may sort of be jealous. They may not trust that people are going to be loyal to them. It makes them act in ways that really are not the best. Like reading people's messages and things like that. That is definitely affecting them coming into union with you. And it's something that if you were together, obviously that probably would bother you about them. So they have things that are invading their mind that they don't want to be there. So they really have that struggle with negative sort of self-talk. Let's see what's stopping you from coming into union with them. What sort of are you struggling with, or could you work on? Forceful. So yeah, possibly I don't see it as much trying to force your views on other people. I feel like it's more forceful in terms of you may have low self-esteem. You may try to sort of force this, connection. It's like you may feel like some things aren't going right. If somebody is hiding things from you, deceiving you, not treating you the best, I feel like you sort of force that connection to work, because it's like you really want to be with somebody and you don't have those sort of boundaries to say no when things aren't feeling right. But it is, I feel, maybe rather than getting into balance, maybe it's like you're both trying to sort of bypass the spiritual growth and learning that needs to be done. Sort of trying to just force the connection when one or both of you aren't ready is only going to cause sort of a lot of, chaos. So I feel like in terms of forceful, maybe they feel your energy quite strongly. They may know that you really want to be with them, but it's like they feel like you really, really need them. Like you're not going to be happy on your own, which I feel does put a bit of pressure on them. But I just see this reflected really with the both of you. It's something that the both of you really need to work on. And I just saw this at the bottom of the deck, non-action, and this butterfly here. So I feel like there's no action at the moment between you and them. With this butterfly here, butterflies are about transformation. Both of you need to transform your energy, your thoughts, and your whole perspective about this situation in order to get communication to come about. Without the growth, people's emotions, I feel like, are very just up and down. So I feel like getting one card from this deck for how are they feeling. Yeah, release. So at the moment, they feel like this connection is just sort of hopeless. It's not going to go anywhere. They're not good enough. Maybe they think, they're not good enough for you. And I feel like it's like they're trying to release this connection because the energy at this particular time is not balanced. It's like you both feel like you fall short in certain ways, and that really affects this connection from progressing. So they're not feeling the best right now. Let's see what they want to say to you. Let's get a couple of messages, please. See what they want to say to you. We've got here, I want to be more than friends. So that's good to know. So they're saying, you know, maybe even though they're trying to release this connection, maybe it's because they feel like things aren't working right now. You're not on the same page, and it's like they can't just be friends with you. And you might think, well, why don't they want to be friends rather than being nothing? Like, if they care about me, they love me, they'd want me in their life. But sometimes if you want to be more than friends with somebody and you feel like you can't at this particular time, or things are just so up and down, the energy, you're not in balance together, it's causing chaos or arguments and things like that. It's hard to be friends with someone you want to be more than friends with, but they want you to know that they don't just want to be friends. They do see you as, you know, a divine counterpart, someone they have a very deep connection with, passion for, someone they want to be in a relationship with. We've got here a hide behind material things. Yeah. So this is somebody that, you know, they may seem like they're fine on the outside, but they're, you know, they're really not. They are somebody that's just out working. Maybe they focus just a lot on their, you know, physical appearance. They buy themselves things, you know, maybe they buy themselves a new car. If they go on a holiday, it seems like they're doing a lot of things that make them really happy, but, you know, they're actually really not. It's like they lack that confidence, self-esteem, and, you know, they're hiding behind these material things. They're hiding behind this because maybe, you know, it's hard to admit that they're not happy right now. That's all I've got for pile number 4. Please let me know if it resonates with you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.